In this module, we will discuss about the principle of continuous individualization, which means that groups are different from one another, one thing, and the individuals within the group have their individual desires and the way they experience the group interaction and group experience in a very individualistic manner. In their own manner, as they and they also use this group experience in individualistic manner within their life. So the group experience for the individuals is used to cater the different needs of the individuals differently. So the process of continuous individualization must be used by the worker कि एक ग्रुप के अंदर जो है वो ग्रुप भी एक कम्युनिटी के अंदर एक दूसरे से मुख्तलिफ होते हैं. सो एक ग्रुप पर जो हम टेक्निक्स यूज कर रहे हैं, जो प्रिंसिपल्स यूज कर रहे हैं, जो स्ट्रेटजीज एक ग्रुप के अंदर यूज कर रहे हैं, जरूरी नहीं है कि हम दूसरे ग्रुप के अंदर उसी तरह की जो है वो सेम टेक्निक्स को यूज कर सकते हैं उनके प्रॉब्लम्स को हल करने के लिए. नंबर 2 ये है कि एक ग्रुप के अंदर जो इंडिविजुअल्स हैं वो एक दूसरे से मुख्तलिफ हैबिट्स, मुख्तलिफ पर्सनालिटीज और मुख्तलिफ फैमिली बैकग्राउंड्स एंड सोशलाइजेशन प्रोसेस भी उनका एक दूसरे से मुख्तलिफ होता है और उस ग्रुप एक्सपीरियंस को भी वो अपनी लाइफ के अंदर जो है वो डिफरेंटली यूज़ करते हैं अपनी नीड्स को केटर करने के हवाले से, अपने मसाइल को हल करने के हवाले से. सो जो प्रिंसिपल ऑफ इंडिविजुअलाइजेशन इज़ वेरी इम्पॉर्टेंट प्रिंसिपल इन ग्रुप वर्क मैथड. So the groups also should be taken in individualistic manner, and the members within the group can also be understood as one case, as one unit. And the major purpose behind using this principle of continuous individualization is this: that groups and individuals are constantly and should be understood changing and developing on individual level as well as on group level. यानी एक तरफ ग्रुप के अंदर जो इंडिविजुअल हैं उनकी सोशल फंक्शनिंग को बेटर करना है, उनकी एडजस्टमेंट को बेटर करना है, एंड सेकेंडली ग्रुप को एज अ होल यूनिट के तौर पर, एज अ सिंगल यूनिट के तौर पर उसकी डेवलपमेंट और उसकी जो ग्रोथ है वो भी उसी तरह साइमल्टेनियसली इम्पॉर्टेंट है. अनदर प्रिंसिपल जो बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है ग्रुप वर्क मेथड के हवाले से, दैट इज द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ गाइडेड ग्रुप इंटरेक्शन, विच मीन्स दैट the primary source of energy, the primary source of motivation, which is important for the groups as well as for the group members, which is important to bring change among the members of the group, is the type of the interaction and the responses of the group members in a reciprocate manner is very important. So the whole process of group work method should be guided by the group worker, or should be guided by the group members' wishes and desires and the role of the group work agency. The group worker influence this interaction by the type and the quality of participation. This is very important, that what kind of the group is and what kind of the diversity is present in the form of the group talent, the group potential, or the division of labor, or the ethnic background, or the cultural patterns. So it is important that keeping in view all the dynamics and the diversity, the group work method should be used under the umbrella of guided group interaction principle. Another important principle of group work method is principle of democratic group self-determination. As we have talked earlier, that group itself is the instrument in the group work method, and the primary source of taking control over the group activities are the group members themselves. So the group work method is practiced by the group members themselves. So group is controlled by the group members, and group must be helped to determine their own way of action, the course of action, the line of action, and group must be helped to make its own decisions and to determine that how their problems will be solved, and the maximum responsibility and the obligation should be put on the shoulder of the group members. So their participation in the need assessment, their participation in the planning process, their participation in the project implementation, execution, monitoring, supervision, and evaluation, that all the group members should have the equal opportunity to participate in this whole chain of the process, and this should be done according to the capacities and abilities of the group members. Another important principle is the principle of flexible functional organization, which means that group worker guides the group by setting up an organization to meet the group needs. Within the group, sometimes the group worker has to make the different committees, or a hierarchy of the group work functioning should be settled down by the group worker, and the role of the agency. So there should be a proper organization, and this organization which has been established should be understood by the group members, and should be made having the confidence of the group members, and should be flexible, and should be encouraged, and should be based upon the needs according to the felt needs of the group members. So the organization should be adaptive in nature and should be flexible in nature, so it can be changed for the different groups in the coming future. So एक जो organization हम इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं group के लिए, ज़रूरी नहीं है कि हम उसी तरह की organization hierarchy और order जो है वो हम दूसरे group के लिए भी use करें.